it's a lot easier speaking to a camera vlogging when I know I can edit this to sound good. You know, public speaking, you've got to be on point, you've got to be able to remember lines and all that sort of stuff. So hey guys, this is Danny here from the Young Family Homestead. I've just spent the morning trying to film a scripted video. Man, so this is not a scripted video, by the way. I've got a heap of scripts here, but these scripts are not for this video. I just thought when I was trying to film for these new informational videos that I'm putting out soon, I was filming them and I couldn't get the words out, and I was getting frustrated, and I just couldn't remember the line. I sort of want it to roll freely and sound good, and because I've actually really gotten into this whole filming vlogs deal, I struggle to remember the words. I've never been good at reading. Anybody that knows me personally, I wasn't a good student at school. I couldn't speak in front of other people. I'd be sick on school day when I was at school and there was an assignment due. I just wouldn't go. Public speaking was like, if they were having an assignment where you had to public speak, I'd just not go to school until they'd forgotten about it, and then rock up and pretend like nothing had happened. I was not a good student. A big part of why I'm vlogging, it's also to document our journey here on the farm and what we're doing, but it's also to help me personally. I want to improve on my speaking. I want to my end goals are to be at a speaking event. So I've found some other classes. It's called Toastmasters. There's, I think, 3 different locations here in Brisbane where I plan on going to actually practice speaking in front of other people and trying to learn tips and tricks on how to remember lines and all that sort of stuff. So I just thought that this might be an important thing for me to remember later on in my journey. That's why I'm vlogging it right now. A year ago, last year I think it was, there was an event. It was called the Off-Grid Expo. That was last year, and I'd actually planned. I was speaking to Wayne, the organizer of that event, the year before, and we'd all planned to go ahead and what have you. But then obviously everything fell through, and COVID happened, and there was heaps of stuff that happened that made us not speak at that event. I saw just recently that there was an event. They're going to hold an event again in 2022. They haven't released the dates yet, but when I seen that comment, that post on Facebook, I replied and I was like, wow, that's so great that they're holding another event. And you know, we didn't catch the last one, but we're definitely going to go to this next one, because I seen all the photos from that event. It looked like it was so much fun. So I really want to go, and I want to take the family, and it'll be a really good day out. And then I think they've got new organisers now. I think the lady's name's Di. She replied back and said, are you guys coming as a vendor or a visitor? And my initial thought was, man, like, maybe I should go as a vendor again. But then the doubt in my mind was like, well, you know, you can't really speak publicly. You know, it's a lot easier speaking to a camera vlogging when I know I can edit, you know, this to sound good. You know, public speaking, you've got to be on point, you've got to be able to remember lines and all that sort of stuff. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these public speaking courses, and I'm going to try and memorize lines. I've started reading books. That was another thing. I was never good at reading, and I'm still not really that great at reading, but I've started reading a book. Bear with me a second. Started reading this book, Unlimited Power by Anthony Robbins. So this book right here. There's lots of other people that I listen to, you know, with motivation, and I listen to podcasts and all that sort of stuff. Instead of sitting down at a night time and watching TV with the family, we all went to the shops and we all bought a book each. So far I'm only like, you know, I've only read this much. I've only had it for 2 days and I've read 18 pages. So I know that's not a lot for some people, and probably 2 days a lot of people would have gotten through the whole book, but for me it's a good accomplishment. It's something that I want to remember and talk about, because in 2-3 years from now I will be reading a book like that in a week. it'll give me something to do as I'm about to head off for work. So, but just real quickly, because I thought this was an important moment for me to, I guess, vlog about, I wanted to talk about some scripts here that I've got that I'm going to be filming once I learn how to speak, or while I'm learning how to speak. I've got one here, it's called Keeping Chickens. That's going to be an informational video. I'm going to have a whole playlist on that. I've got another one here, Homesteading while having a full-time job. That's going to be a good one to film that. And then we've got playlists on raised garden beds. So I can vlog about it and speak freely, but it's not as informational as it could be. If I've written it all down, there's pages and pages of information there that I know somebody's going to find useful at some point. They've got another one here, 5 things to avoid with raised garden beds, what you can grow in your raised garden beds, the pros and cons of raised garden beds, and then this is the big one that I'm really excited to put out. It's going to be a season that I've thought about. So we're going to have, the first series is going to be on how to grow certain vegetables. So each of these episodes I'm going to try and keep to 10 minutes or below. The first one here, we've got how to grow tomatoes. Second one, how to grow pumpkins. How to grow strawberries. How to grow citrus trees. How to grow blueberries. How to grow mulberries. How to grow your own chili bush. And how to grow corn. There's 2 extra ones there as well that I haven't printed out yet, and each episode is going to be 10 minutes. So I hope that all made sense. I've got so much here that I've written and planned out that I want to film, so now I just need to be able to have the ability to be able to remember the script. So that's why I'm going to go to these classes. So if I ever need motivation to stick with the classes, I'm going to look back at this video and go, you said you were going to do it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go get these public speaking courses and learn how to speak and learn how to memorize lines. So I'm about to head away for work. I'm going to be practicing lines like you wouldn't believe. I'm going to be speaking to myself, and everybody at work's going to think I'm crazy, but I don't really care. Now is the perfect time to get out in the garden, grow something yourself. I'm going to have some informational videos come out about it, and I hope you enjoy them when they come out. Until then, I'm Danny, this is the Young Family Homestead. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any of that content, because that's gold. Yeah, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.